This is our 50th year. It's the 50th year for the community club, the 50th year of the parade, am I correct?
Well, I don't know. I think it's the 50th parade. I can't speak for the community club for sure, but we can say it. Who's to say that it isn't?
Who's going to argue with us?
It probably is, it probably is.
Okay. I've had several suggestions from people and thought of suggestions myself. One of the things that I did towards it is when I have been at different fairs and like the AADUSD Country Fair and those things, I've collected all of the cards from people that were at those places and talked to them about coming and doing a booth here. And I got very good response. But we need to really put our minds to what's going to get the people here as a 50th celebration. I've had a suggestion that we do a rodeo. It would be in the evening. It would be in conjunction with the parade and all that we do here, but it would be in the evening and make it a whole day thing. We'd have to find somebody else to handle that, but that would be somebody that would come in and handle the whole rodeo.
And authorized to construct a shed in accordance to whatever sizes you deem
Oh,
reasonable.
okay, so you'd be constructing a new shed, is that what you're saying?
If our current shed did not fit, we would construct a new shed that would fit in.
Oh, okay.
We can condense it down into something about a foot smaller than what we have now.
Their equipment is actually growing. They've got now 3 patrols where they previously only had 2. And they're doing a lot more in terms of backpacking. So they're acquiring some new equipment to help with those outings. So it's not gonna, the size isn't gonna shrink.
Yeah.
And they won't be able to share because there's some very expensive equipment that I don't think they'd feel comfortable having, another group have access to.
What do you think your time is to build the shed?
Have to have it completed by May.
Okay. Okay, so if you bring a rendering to the next meeting, that doesn't hold you up by a lot, does it? Or does it?
It's not.
It was our first bingo, and I was really kind of disappointed about the turnout, because I figured since everybody had been off for a couple of months and asking when we were going to return, I was hoping to have at least 40 people there.
Yeah.
We had only 20, which is our normal bingo, and because it was the first one after being off for a couple of months, we had a lot of expenses. I had to renew the bond, which was $100. We did a new bingo banner. I'm sure you all saw it, and they did a wonderful job on it. It's really quite striking, I think, and it catches your eye. So we had expenses there and flyers. Then we had to replenish our food supply, and our prize money was $290. We started out with $1,049 and some change, and we took in $555, but we had a lot of expenses, so our balance in the bank is less than what we started with. We have a balance of $822.66, but on the next bingo, we won't have those initial startup costs. We'll just have our normal monthly food and supplies. On the 10th, we're going to have an early bird bingo at 5 o'clock. It will be advertised starting this coming Saturday. It will be at a cost of $5. We'll be playing 3 games for a prize of $10 each game, trying to increase our attendance. And they can eat and play at the same time, so I think that hopefully will work out. And we're going to be monitoring bingo and see if it's worth doing 2 bingos a month, because it's not worth doing bingo for 12 or 14 people.
You get a red carpet treatment from RC's Limousine. Now, if I was to hire a limousine with RC's Affordable Limousine Service, what would I expect?
Expect red carpet service and a chauffeur that you can trust. It's a lot cheaper to hire RC's Limousine Service. Hire a designated driver with a nice stretch limousine. A lot more, less expensive than a DUI.
In your Las Vegas package, how does that work?
Well, we provide professional chauffeurs to Las Vegas. We have different packages that we offer. 1, 2, 3 day packages. And you can call our company to get those prices. We have different vehicles. It depends on the amount of people. Usually our average Vegas package consists of about 6 to 8 people for a couple days. Go up and stay, spend the night and come back the next day actually. We've been in business 12 years. We're fully insured. All our cars are in the garage when they're out on the road and very well maintained.
And we're here with Stan Main from State Farm Insurance. So, State Farm Insurance provides insurance for everything?
Well, just about. We provide car insurance, boat insurance, motorcycle insurance, homeowners insurance, life insurance. And if I keep going, you're gonna get tired because there's 110 different products we sell. We do commercial businesses, and we're one of the companies that really stands behind our product. State Farm, they say, is like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
We handle serious long-term investors, funds, for like IRA accounts, Roth IRA accounts, their rollover IRAs that they may have, college funds for their kids, or just trust services and stuff like that. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, pretty much just about everything out there. We don't do a lot of speculative type of investing.
Okay, now, would that be insured? If I gave my money to you, would I be able to lose it, or would?
If it's invested into the stock market, then it does fluctuate in value. We do have some FDIC-backed CDs and stuff like that, which are insured by the FDIC. We have government bonds, those type of things too. But if it's in the stock market, then it would not be guaranteed.
Waxing a limousine.
Is there a name or a number? Oh, this is Michael Cervantes, one of our collectors in there. My premise keepers. We want to thank premise keepers for always donating and being here for the chamber and for actually anybody. They're wonderful. Now you guys are all. Diana Mayer. Half-page ad for your business. This is a great one. Shake them all up there. Let's see who this is. Chris Vasquez.
How many of you have received a salary for what you do? Anybody? Do you participate in any kind of stipend? Do you get to participate in the school's health care benefit program? Did all of you not spend your own money to drive here tonight? Okay, so I trust you. Okay. Can we go back a couple slides? I run budgets where I work. Where you at? There? Yeah, I'm particularly interested in that general fund encroachment. Does everyone understand what that means? No. Okay, what that means is I have $10 million. Okay, that's my general fund. The state is supposed to give me, well, doing my math, looks like they would need to give me about $667,000 a year for transportation. Do we all not pay gas tax? Do we all not pay road use tax if you have a semi-truck? The school probably has to pay road use tax because they have buses, so you're paying them while they're taking money. So what that general fund encroachment means is that's a deficit that the state has already been behind for how many years? 2, 1, 3, 5? Historic. Every year. Now, if your budget is $10 million and the state decides arbitrarily, I'm going to cut your budget to $8 million, where I come from, that's 20%. Isn't that exactly what happened to general fund budget from the state? So when you start taking $242,000 and looking at, well, wait a minute, how much of that, what percentage of that is of 10 million? And then what percentage of that is 8 million? That right there is what's crippling your other programs. And that's a cost you can't get away from. Whether they're giving you the 10 million or 8 million, if they're giving you 8 million, the scale of economy on that is suddenly that becomes the equivalent of 300,000. So I think the point I'm trying to make here is that the state has been coming in under budget for how long? It's not just now, it's been for years.